What's the matter, you? Hey, will you guys say, hey, how are ya? How is everybody doing? I'm sitting here with Klaus. Today we're going to talk about protesting and the Million Man March. If you'd like to support this channel, it is Eva Mona Lisa at paypal.com and at paypal.com. And if you'd like to support the cookie jar, oh, it's a Google Gaga cookie jar. It is in case such things happen in your life, such as a flat tire. If you got me subscribed to you, it's because I like what you said and something I just saw. If I see somebody smart, I'm going to subscribe to you. Well, it's been a day, hasn't it? I'm really going to miss this. I really am. So it's time for the lose to use. It's a lose to use and lose. See, I thought I was going to go someplace else with that, and I ended up, look how, like, sunny I am. Look how blah, my eyes are blah. Okay. So, I'm sure you've seen by now the ridiculousness, the show Ridiculousness. You saw it, right? It's been for you. It's pretty good. Anyway, I don't like it, though. I'm pretty ridiculous on my own. But there are some more other ridiculous things going on in the world today, which we shall discuss. How you doing? All right, today our American Sign Language is going to be rebel. You're going to take your wrist like this. You're going to bop somebody right in the nose, right here. And you're going to do one of these. I mean, I'm trying to do right. I mean, it's basically like Black Power sign. So we're going to be discussing the Million Man March, too. So I want to discuss Chicago for a hot second, and then I want to talk about the Million Man March. We're going to talk about protests. Let's talk about a protest. All right. Today's music I would like to do, just because everybody's fussing and feuding nowadays, Amber. Amber is the color of your energy. That song, you know. Whoa. Klaus sits here so happily. He's a racist, we both know. Oh, Rue's on the other side of the fat pillow. Whoa, Groover is the color of the energy. Klaus, too busy making KKK flags. Okay, so the medical terminology. It shall be written in the stars. Atrophy. Does it see it? Do we see it? I didn't do it in the old markiolas. Guess what? I wore out all my markers. Who wears out markers? Markers should last a month, shouldn't they? I got them at the doggone Friday. You've probably been there since I opened the doggone right. Dude, I feel like I got me like a... I have been cutting the hair top. You know, I get these... I get these crazy things where I start cutting my hair for like a week and a half. It's all part of the magic. Ooh, bipolar magic. Also, I'm getting another background drop. You know I can't stick with one thing. You know me. Okay, so A means without. That's exciting, right? So anytime you do any kind of medical term and you see the letter A in front of it, that always means without, almost always. No, I don't want you to quote me on that. Yes, I know I published this, and it is going across the entire planet. But don't quote me on it. Troph, T-R-O-P-H, means development. and why they're sticking it to me again. It literally says noun ending. I go, what are you talking about, you ridiculous medical terminology? We're supposed to be friends. I care about you. Well, that's how that... You know what, man? I don't know what's going on with my sitting situation right now. Like, I really don't know. Like, am I, like, hanging out? Like, what's this all about? What is with my hair? It's turning white again. I used to cheapo stuff. Why do I have money then? Well, whatever. Then don't tell people you're going to flip and color your hair and then come home with some big splash crap. Anyway, I've never used a splash and I'm never splashing again. But I had a feeling that splash would splish, so I actually saved that bottle. My hair's so short, I don't give a crap. Not one crap, two crap, three crap, four. 4 craps is a lot, and I'm definitely not giving 4. But I'll tell you this, I keeps me colors because my hair grows like crazy. I take me some magnesium, calcium, something else in there. There's like 3 of them. Magnesium's super important. Nobody really thinks about magnesium. They're like, calcium, vitamin D. Like, no. There are 2 different things in that. Anyway, so atrophy, meaning without development. Our brains, we got to develop these things, you understand? Do you know that in a few days, on Wednesday, I think it is, today is Sunday, there will be a protest scheduled for the protest. Just so you know that. All sanctioned protests. It's protesting. Well, they're protesting. Woo! My grandpa's just, seriously, if he could be kicking out of there wherever the heck we put him, you know what? I don't know where he is. Is it bad that I have legit like 4 grandpas. My one grandma got married 3 times, okay? So I have like all of her dudes, but I don't count them. I count my mom's. Okay, wait. I count one of them. No, I don't. I don't know what I'm talking about. I got too many grandpas is what I'm saying. And then you get married and then you got their family and all their grandpas. Okay. Doggone it. I did put a new movie up because I kept thinking of Raising Arizona. And I cannot stop thinking of Raising Arizona. Let me know when you start following these movie recommendations. I want to hear one person that watched The Magic Christian. It is the weirdest movie on the planet. Okay? Weirder than anything you've ever seen. The Magic Christian. Don't watch it if you're a Christian. You know? Like you're holy roller. You will not get it. Unless you, like, dropped some acid or, like, fell off a cliff in Wyoming. You're not going to enjoy it as much, is what I'm saying. You might enjoy it. You might not. Papa Shrimp. I don't know what to tell you. All right. No Retro Rosie today, just so you know. But, hey. Look at this. Looky here. We got an anniversary. Yeah, we do. Oh, highly. Oh, you 000 Beyond. Happy anniversary. We love you, girl. And your lover. So this is to Hattie Girl 007 and her lover. I love Heidi Girl, because she is one of my favorite people. We don't email each other. We just like, I do email some of my fam, which I love you today because I didn't tell you everybody. I'll email people, but like 2 actually. But this girl, she like we put like silly comments all the time. I enjoy her. And when I got put on the WhatsApp session, she was like, hey, and you know what's funny? I think I stole it from, not still, but I like, like, I think you commented on What's the Obsession, and it was so wicked awesome that I subscribed to you, and that's why you came looking for me, because I think you said something like, I watched the wiki, or I watched this, or did you see me? And I was like, boom. Like, a part of me wanted to be like, no. We're going to miss it, aren't we? Aren't we going to miss it? It's just so, at first I was like, and now I'm like, doggone it all. I mean, I could always put like some black over it again and like just go back to my billiness, but doggone it. Today our saying is, a hit dog or holler. That's right. Only a hit dog holler. Because that means that nobody's gonna go fussing and fighting for no reason, you understand? Nobody's gonna come running in there, no bananas. Well, wrong. That's actually very outdated because, yeah, a lot of people do that stupid stuff. How many times have we seen somebody being a big jerk, talking about something that didn't happen? You ever watch those Karen shows? Oh, I do love them so much. Karen in the Wild. When Karens attack. Public outrage and public freakouts. They're all so good. They're so good. Because I myself have done all of those things that we see those crazy people doing. Although I haven't gone into a KFC and jumped over the counter, I also have not jumped over a counter in a McDonald's about French fries and stuff. I am seeing people lose their flipping minds about customer service. What makes you think, by any means, the reason why that term is made, because people used to take pride in themselves. What do you know? And when you actually make your own food and clean your own house and do your own work, you have a little something inside of you that makes it worth listening to. And now those things are gone. There's very few people capable of caring at all. It's annoying. So I'll see somebody being a gigantic jerk-off wearing slippers from home, chocolate pants from 1972, hair that has not been brushed or touched with a wig on top of it, wearing like some kind of a shirt that says Fat Chicks on it, talking about, I want to see your manager. Well, I want to see your stylist, sir. I also want to see your Judy, because I'm very disappointed in you. Love yourself. So, today also, I did all that. I did that too. I said. It's okay. There's no talents today, you talented shites. I do have one girl out there that's very talented, and she needs to send me another thing. There's some people that have excellent cats. I just need to release on those cat videos. I have no problem. Oh. And hey, remember, we're gonna drag a bee on my birthday. We're gonna have a good time. Now, there's two channels that I want to drag, but I'm gonna start with this one. We'll see how it goes. I'm starting to make a list of music. I will not be able to keep what's going to happen. Okay? Like the music alone. That's the Kung Fu. Alright. Did I mention? On Dragon Bee. Alright. Just making sure I mentioned all that stuff. Alright, now why do I keep looking over here? Because I set it up different, and I really regret it now. Okay, y'all yell at me. I'll just do what I can. I'll tell you. I'm going to regret this, but I'm going to do it. Doggone it, it takes me so long. Where is he? He's there. He's right here. You see him? Oh my gosh. Clowns? Oh my goodness, I have to show you full-blown class. Like, seriously though. That's cute, even. That's whiteys. I'll tell you what. My mom's maiden name literally means pure white. It's crazy. So we're going to talk about the Million Man March. Man, I got to tell you before we talk about this March stuff, though. And I mean, the Million Man March was actually pretty great. It got a bad rap. But it was a pretty cool situation, if you ask me. All right, hold on. Doggone it. You know I suck at this. I can't say that. It's gross. Don't use that term. That ain't no good. Anyway, so get this. You know I'm doing my Watts tease. I gotta do a Watts tease. I get undressed. I sit on my couch. I think about a little bit of butt sex, and I turn on Watts, and I'm like, wow. And then so I'm. What's love got to do with it? I don't know, but I'm telling you, I'm watching on my Wattsism. So you know I go down the Watts hole, not the butthole like Chris Watts. No, and not Vaseline on skin like Dylan. His little friend. But what I'm saying is, I start watching this fella. First of all, this is like the third channel in a row now that I've seen with completely incorrect deeds. Okay? He's a lawyer. Okay? He is a lawyer. His name says lawyer in it. So-and-so lawyer. I don't want to say who it is because I don't need any crap from any lawyer. When I had my divorces, I was my own lawyer. Like, especially like after my first one, we got the divorce, but by the time we went back to court, like to the magistrate or mandate, mandrake, basically. I felt like a mandrake. Like, I felt like someone pulled me up and I was like, it was really like a mandrake. So by the third time, I paid the lawyer 3 times. $3,000, $3,000, $3,000. Plus the divorce, I think that was $3,000. Oh, that's a lot of money. So by the time I come around the 4th time, I'm like, you know what, man? You haven't done anything for me. What have you done for me lately? Ooh, 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 ooh. La, 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 la. Okay. La, 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 la. Right? This Bozo McGee gets on there. He's talking about, well, the trip in South Carolina, blah, blah, blah. And then his mom made him eat a bunch of peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. It caused a problem with Chelan. Por favor. Nay. I'm going to do the nay all. That's what I say. Because I cannot believe. And he had, like, his brother on another line talking to his brother, like, what do you think of this? And the brother's like, that sounds crazy. I'm like, sir, please, correct your deeds. What kind of a man? You know I had to leave. You know I'm a jerk. I had to leave a comment because I'm like, okay, man. Like, I listened to the whole thing. This was taped 5 months ago. It is August, people. It has been 6 years. It is August 2024. This was taped 5 months ago by a professional lawyer with his brother on a line in Spain. He was somewhere in a tunnel. Maybe somebody dropped him down a well. He might have been coal mining. And they discussed the peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. What peanut butter? I'm thinking, I'm watching this, I'm like, peanut butter and jelly? No. And then I'm like, well, you know what? He's a lawyer. Remember when I was looking for the IS? Because I'm like, that can't be the ending. IS, where's the suffix? Where is it? Oh, no. Like that, and up pops up a bunch of crap, but nothing about peanut butter. Please, if somebody knows a peanut butter and jelly deed on the what's all of it all, please let me know, because I don't know anything. Was it Gooba? You know, Gooba. The peanut butter, the jelly, the peanut butter, the jelly. You can get it strawberry and grape. This is not a paid advertisement. Do I look like Kim Kardashian to you right now? Oh my gosh, guess what I did today? You give up? Good, because I forgot. No, I watched this thing on flipping. Doggone, you know I can't remember a word. Forget it, because now I really do have to forget it, because I've actually forgot it. So yeah, see, I wanted to discuss the crap. Okay, so I put that on there. And I also put hookers, drugs, protest, rapes. Good stuff to talk about. I had to be like, I don't know, I struggle, because, you know, when you get older, do you ever notice, like, you ever feel like your body's on a chain, but it's just a little off the chain? Like, sometimes I'll pull out my arm, and I would swear somebody took a billy club and just like, look at my crazy ass elbows. I remember somebody telling me I did not make cheerleading because of my elbows. I was told that by this little lady that, she was crazy. Anyway, so also some news to use. A young man, an 18-year-old, he invented a retro-fitted surfboard for people with disabilities, physical disabilities, people that cannot hold on to things or this and that. And he'll make it specifically for you. He's already made like 2 different kinds. So if you look it up on YouTube, he's an 18-year-old. This is not his first year doing this. I think he's been doing it about a year or so. But he's making them professionally. And it has like a little seat on it. So that you're kind of like... And they said that one of the things is that they can't see stuff coming at them, so that they couldn't like put it this way, put it that way, like the board in the water. But I'd also like to point out, they got it like basically a chair on a surfboard, but there's like a dude behind him like, hey, I want to be that guy, you know what I'm saying? Alright, so bloody hell. Oh, protesters. You know how I feel about protesters, man. Like, I can't with protesters. Everything in the world, ever. Now, that's not true, because sports, well, no one knows what I'm talking about. So, okay. I was thinking, like, well, unless you're there for well, I guess a protest is a reason. What I'm saying is large groups of people just don't work out anymore. It just doesn't. It does not work out. It doesn't. I'll tell you a good example of a thing, Woodstock. How many videos have you seen about Woodstock and, oh, how great it was, and oh, peace and love, and people dancing around mud looking like jerk-offs? Do you know how many rapes? That's right, I said it. I stole my mama's credit. I'm bad. You know what? Think about it. Anyway, you know how many? Because I don't look that shit up. But I'm saying there was tons. A lot. And a lot of thefts, a lot of beatings. I do look like Gilly. And I say in the closet. Doggone it all. You know I gotta F up. You know, man. Hey, my dad. Alright, here's a cell phone. Klaus. Klaus is effing with my jam here, man. Anyway, lost my glasses already so I could see. Alright, so we got these protesters in Chicago, in the doubles. Alright, so the mayor, Brandon Johnson, is like, come on, everybody, come on in, everybody. Plenty of room, sit down. That's right, go ahead, sit down. That's right, you go ahead and sit down over there. That's right, you go, wait. But wait, no, you know? What? With social media, why do we have to do this anymore? It's not even smart. Now that there's COVID, I just heard of somebody having COVID last week. It's still happening. It's not over, you dingbats. What in the hell is everybody thinking to go to a place where I will put my hair in this exact, I will put crazy horns on my head. You understand me? They have already, in Chicago, the United States of these Americas, bloody hell, they've got a whole wall of policemen. Oh, they're in cars? No, they're not in cars. They're on bikes. They're on bikes. They're on bikes. Bikes. A wall of bikes. Listen, man. As somebody who has spent a lot of time on a bike, I mean a lot of time, too much time. Too much time on my hands. Ooh. I will have to say that once they knock those policemen over on the bikes, it's going to suck because they're basically going to knock them back, whether they hold the bikes up or they're standing behind the bikes to try to block people. They're going to get trampled, and the bikes are going to be like a bouncing off point for people to boing, 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 boing. It's not safe. It is Sunday night, okay? People are way off the hook. All the hotels are sold out. All of them. Rental car prices through the roof. Like, what the heck? I was living at a nice place called Norma Her when the Republican convention came to town. And like I said, we had horse on any state. All the states had a horse here. So I'm imagining that's what this is about, right? Like, what the heck's going on? Is this just DNC? This is nuts. It's nuts. It's so nuts. But all the hookers left the building, like, the whole week. Like, they were gone. Nobody was there. So, do you realize, when people think that they're going to start screaming and someone's going to hear them, do you know what white noise sounds like? Because we do, don't we? And what is this going to sound like? What is this going to look like? What if you work downtown? What if you live in Chicago? What is going to happen? This is bad. This is so bad. Like, how dumb? Seriously. Okay, let's just take Trump. Let's just say for 1 second, Trump. How did it go last time? Oh, yeah, I forgot. You said no one died. People died, you dumb piece of crappy-oly. Get the deets straight, bro. Like, your deets are off. Man, I think 5 people died in it, and one person was, like, disabled or something. Like, serious. I might be off on my deets, but I'm not Trump, am I? I'm not, and I'm not talking to a nation to control it. And I think my deets are a little better, actually, because seriously, what the heck is wrong with him saying that? Like, who wrote that speech? Did he read a speech? I don't think Trump would read it. I think if somebody gave Trump a speech, he'd be like, yeah, that's nice, kid. Yeah, kid. Sure thing, kid. Yeah, okay. Honk, 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 and then, like, send it along. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's not going to listen to anybody. First of all, he's friends with everybody. Well, we're good friends. Why, just the other day. You know, like, what are you talking about? He was talking about the one guy being good friends with him who is dead. We have nobody. We have absolutely nobody running this show right now. We have no head. Who's our face? Who's the face? Who's the face? That orange-haired piece of... No, like, seriously, we need somebody. We do. I went to March to go buy some beautiful flowers, by the way. Mums are $3.99. Buy them now, so they'll get big. They will get big. And this guy in front of me, white guy, you know how they are. And he was like going banana cakes, like, oh, Kamala Harris is a bee. Well, he said the word, and he's like, that black bee will never run this country, and she's an idiot. He's like, she talked to a whole bunch of people. She's going to talk this week. And I go, oh, it's okay. He goes, no, it's not. I go, well, that's all right. Everyone listening's stupid. And we both kind of chuckled, you know, because I'm going to make nice in the line. Truth is, I don't give a shit. Either candidate, I don't care. I don't. They're both useless, in my opinion. I don't see anything smart happening anywhere. I think I was watching some C-SPAN, and I saw one woman call each other like a ghetto rat, and the other woman told her to shut up, and then some other nice pleasantries between a black lady and a white lady on the Congress floor. That's what they were doing on C-SPAN, talking like that, like they're sitting in the cafeteria freshman year, you know what I mean? Like, these bozos are running our country. This is what we have. This is who we're looking to. Man, I want to read my fog of war books so bad, but you know, I can't speak. I have all my children's books. I want to read them. I try to renew Amelia Bedelia. She's throwing a bridal party, man. I gotta get those deets out to the kids. I have known about those deets for years. And she does try to prune a hedge. And she puts real prunes on them. And how are the kids supposed to know not to put real prunes on a hedge, okay? I need to put those deets out there. But I got this bloody tooth. It's sometimes literally, like, I can't even. But then I'm like, hey, kids lose teeth. But then I'm like, hey, what if you're like a mom and you're driving and you've had 7 espressos and the kids are there and you hear my silly butt talking like this? Are you kidding me? But then I'm like, girl, just do it. Nobody's listening. Nobody's watching. Just do it. Do it, girl. And then I'm like, hey, it's for the kids. Damn it. And then I'm like, wait. I can retape those. Why don't I just put them out there? Because, hey, I'll lose all those views. That's why, you crazy. What? What? You got something to say? Man, I've been downloading all kinds of... You know, I can't finish one. Like, I'll start looking at one software and I start all these crazy... I think I've joined 3 free programs and... Ooh-wee, I think time's up. I'm like, oh, when did I do that one? Like, sometimes I'm like, did you drink? And I'm like, no. But you're acting like you're drunk because, number one, you don't remember anything. And I'm like, that's very true. And I'm like, number 2, you don't remember anything. And I'm like, yeah, that is very true. And I'm like, number 1, you don't remember anything. I'm like, oh my God, Liz. That is so true. That is so true. All right. So this is said to be the biggest protest to ever take place. And I'm like, dear fancy Moses. Dear sweet fancy Moses. What the hell are you protesting? Yeah, sit down. Be humble. Talk about peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. You know this phone's gonna drop. Like, we both know this is gonna happen. What do you mean someone else is here? Anyway, so all the hotels, la. Someone already got shot in a park, and somebody already got busted with an AK. It's not even like time yet. Do you understand me? Doesn't sound great, does it? Bicycle officer line, you gotta be crapping me. So I'm like, well, what's the point? this time, why don't we all get in together and talk? Because social media and phones and all that other stuff doesn't work anymore. Let's all just cuddle up together and get real mad about nothing that we can't control. But no, really, it must be something they can control, right? This must be something people can control. Oh, wait, the war in Israel and Gaza, you know what? We really can't control that. Ah, yes. Takes me back to things like Vietnam and those good days. Maybe some North Korea action. I don't know. What about Desert Storm? Let's just talk about all these times that we've controlled things. Especially with protesting. That worked out so good in Vietnam War. All right. Abortion, once again. We definitely have our finger on the pulse. There's nothing like going out and throwing a big pitching fit because you're mad about abortion. Everybody's hooting and hollering. What are you talking about? Just vote. We're crying out loud. The whole thing's about voting. Okay? Just vote against it. You cannot go there fussing and fighting, screaming with flags and all this crap. It's just a bunch of people screaming at each other, and then the rest of the world watching it. Everybody's going to be watching it. You understand? Like, that is dumb. This is so dumb. I know I am a toothless wonder, but I'm still saying. I really hate protests. Like, I really dislike protests. I really dislike 12,000 police and Secret Service are getting involved. That's who's involved. They got snow plows out to block people that they invited. There's also like other groups of people too, so that's fine. What if you're like a gang who likes to go kick the crap out of people? Do you remember when those kids were running around just knocking people out everywhere they went, and they thought that was hilarious? What if that group shows up? There's a bunch of groups of people now that people don't even realize there's groups of people of. And it's not great people, okay? It's not. They're asses. And I know because I'm an ass too, so I know all about that. What you know about that? What you know about that? What you know about that? Man, I know all about that. It's time for the deets. Everybody hit them streets. Come back, come talk about the deets. If you went to the streets, messed up, come back, please. Oh. Oh, I've done it now. I have done it now. Oh, man, when is this phone going to fall? Somebody loves me because this phone is saying, you love me? Oh, I love you too. I love Wonder Woman, girl. All right, let's see here. The Million Man March. Okay, this was October 16th, 95, and I remember this because I had just graduated culinary school and stuff in 94. I went to New York, not like New York City, nowhere cool. I went to Rochester, and I went to like some community college in Rochester. At the time, some guy that worked for Xerox like killed his family or something crazy like that. My uncle worked at Xerox. He was like a bigwig at Xerox. And my aunt, she was a professor, algebra, trigonometry, things like that. My wayward ass, I got a DUI. I've sworn 3 times. I am mental noting it. I need to stop. Yeah. And then she was like, you come here, dummy. Even though you just graduated school, you gotta go to school because you're dumb. Because you're driving around getting a DUI. And I did get a DUI. Like I said, I waited till the morning and I fell asleep in my car. I was trying not... I was actually the president of SAD, Students Against Drug Driving. Yes, president of SAD. And you know what's SAD? 3 DUIs. That's what's SAD. So anyway. So the Million Man March, I almost said March 95. Now that would be incorrect, deeds. So this is 19 years ago. They said African American men because that was like the word at the time. You know, you could be black and be from France. I mean, you could be black and be from South America. Like, there's so many different places you could be black from. Why does it have to be Africa? Always Africa? Always Africa? Like, not everybody was a slave. Like, I'm telling you, I could not find, like, if somebody was like, where are you from? I could not say one place. There's a lot of different places. I've got my grandmother spoke French. She was straight from Belgium. They were all dispersed. Her and her. She had two brothers who were twins. She had a sister, and all four of them in World War II got sent out. Not nuts. From Belgium. They call it a Belgian dip. What? So the main guy of this was Farakon. He's from he's Muslim, but he's from Islam. So wait, he's Islam. He's Islam, not Muslim. Very similar names. I get those confused all the time. I probably confused them just now, so strike those deets, because I didn't write those deets down. Okay, so the whole reason why they were doing it, at the time, there was a lot of crime on black people that were more popularized, in my opinion. Right now, I have to look back and say, this is what my opinion is. Back then, I was lily white. I'm a black woman now. I'm a very proud black woman now. I've been Asian for a little bit, but I went through the black, but now I'm actually white again. So I've done it all. I've been there, here, and everywhere. Now is then, and then is now. That's what I'm saying. I've been a proud black woman. I've been a very productive, proud Chinese lady as well. So, you know, Amy Lee. It's probably the most popular name in China. And I chose it. So, you know, the thing about, in my opinion, everybody used to say, you know, nobody helps the black, well, I'll say the African American community, the most loud yelling out was saying, nobody helps us, nobody does anything for us, you know. If a crime goes, you guys ignore it. If a little white girl goes missing, everybody's there. If a little black girl goes missing, nobody cares. It's not in the papers. It's not anywhere. There was also a lot of black crime, like a man was hung. It's not the first time. There was lynchings. There was a bunch of bad, terrible things. It's absolutely true. And those things do happen. But I'm letting you know, we do it to ourselves, too. I'm going to speak as a white person right now. I have seen more white on white crime than white on black crime, for sure. Look right now in the news, and you'll see every single bozo under the sun is white, abusing their own family, shooting their kids, stapling their kids' heads to walls, beating their wives, killing their children, chasing them down with guns, putting them in oil batteries. Whites hurt whites, okay? Whites hurt whites. Like, I remember them all saying at the time, I remember hearing, it's a black thing, you wouldn't understand. No, you don't understand. Whites hurt whites too. So it's not like anybody, and I will say, as everybody I knew, nobody was just like black hate. Like, we didn't hate anybody for that reason. Usually the problems with us is we would get, my sweet friend, we were in Washington on a trip, and he got jumped for like 9 to 13 black kids. And it was simply because he's white. He was a smart ass, we all were, but it was because he's white. Look at Bianca Ellis. Like, she went after a white kid just because he's white. She come after me with a whole bunch of crap because I'm white. She's told me it's because I'm white. So there are people on all spectrums that hate a specific kind of person. The thing I liked about the Million Man March is because there was, I would say like 90% of the men there really wanted to just support black culture, say we're not all in prison. Not all black men leave their families. Not all black men beat their wives. We're not rapists. We're not all criminals. We're not all this. We're not all that. And we need to support each other, number one. And we need to, like, show people that we could get together, too, and not everybody lose their minds. It worked. The thing is that a lot of people were like, oh, did you hear what happened at the Million Man March? You know, that many people can't, you know, it would have happened anywhere. Like I said, Woodstock, grippings, like crazy. Like, you can't run around without a shirt on and then be surprised when the gang of men jump you. Like, it just doesn't work that way. So nobody mentions that, and then they have people like me growing up thinking that I should do drugs and drink and take my shirt. Well, I never did that, but I've seen it and like run and play in mud and it'd be fun and awesome. No, it's not. It's not fun and awesome. It's awful and it's terrifying and it's not fun. And you better know how to throw it out, okay? So like something like this, actually, through the years, I'd have to say this was actually the most peaceful thing I've ever seen. I know that things went off at the Million Man March, but not really like that. Like, I'd say, like, March-wise, like, if anything, I would say that it was publicized more when something went wrong with this, because, in my opinion, with this, they alienated people. The main people, a few of them, and I'll mention who it is, they alienated people. When you alienate people, it causes that area to now come back at you. I don't agree with it. I'm saying that's what happens. Look at me. I'm going to drag a bee on my birthday. And that is my gift because she is a bully. And I'm a bully. So I'm going to get you. I'm just choosing to hold my bullying powers onto somebody who's a bully. But truthfully, I'm the same level as that person while I'm doing that. So it doesn't even matter that she's wrong or I'm right and it doesn't matter. Yes, I'm right. But no, she shouldn't do that ever. And unless she gets a taste of her own medicine, she's not going to get it. Like someone like me, when I was raised, I got slapped a lot. When people told me something and they slapped me, I listened. If people told me something, I didn't listen. Do you know why? Because they didn't stick with what they said. If they stuck with what they said, the way they said it, I would never have been hit. But because the inconsistency and the people-pleasing or the showing out, that by the time it's all said and done, it turned out to be more of a pain in the ass to my parents to hold down what they said than to actually do it, it's easier to beat me when I'm not doing exactly what you said. So now my mentality as an adult is I gotta beat you because you're not listening. And I'm trying not to do that. I didn't do that with my children. I didn't do that with my daughter. Got a couple lickings, but she's like, she used to lie really bad about stuff. And I'd catch her and I'd catch her and I'd catch her. And I kind of got to the point where, and I do what I say. But it was like what's it gonna, I think I gave her like 3 spankings. I didn't use anything or anything, but I've gotten thousands. So like, it's like, I don't know, probably hundreds. But, you know, like, what the heck? I don't know. I've been hit more than I know. That's all I know. And that I don't know I know now, but I did not understand that my pattern of behavior was just a wheel of crazy, you know? And I think these protests are a wheel of crazy. I don't like them, man. All right, so the reason why they started this one, for unity, for activization, like activists getting together to show that they are responsible, that there's a responsibility to being a black man in America. Equality. I'm just as good as you are. You think you're better than me. Everybody's saying we're all criminals. I'm showing you we're not all criminals. To meet each other, to get to know each other, some brotherhood, some self-satisfying behavior to be able to hang around with a group of people that's just like you. And that is nice. There's nothing wrong with that, man. Stop saying They want to combat negative stereotypes. Not all our men are incarcerated, beat our wives, or leave our children. One man said, we're wounded, but being healed. Okay, so these men weren't coming out. The ones they showed on prime time, the ones they showed after, first of all, like I said, if you keep blaming the white man, the white woman, the white man, the white woman, well, you're going to get it back, okay? And if you think that the white people who run all these companies that you're screaming at are going to put on good stuff about you, they're not. You can't alienate an entire society of people, an entire community of people, and then expect results. Empathy. You have to have empathy. It is cool to go on and go, we deserve this and we deserve, yeah, I get that. But if you're not empathetic to the person that you're selling that to change it, then there's no way it's ever going to change. You have to be empathetic. You have to show somebody that you know where they're coming from, and therefore they will listen to you. It's the way you're supposed to speak with each other. So these guys all got together. The news showed, like, the fights. The news showed, oh, it wasn't a million men. Like, who gives a crap? Like, these men got together. The Million Man March wasn't the first march. You ever hear, I have a dream? You ever hear that speech? Martin Luther King Jr., right? That was the first Million Man March. This was the second one. The first one was what? When was it? 63? Yeah, 63. That was the first one. It was in 63. The second one was in 95. And then they had a third one, an anniversary, a 20-year anniversary. And if you go on Snoop Dogg TV, la da la da la. I love me some Snoop-a-loop. Put on your green hat. Come on, we're streaking. Come on, down by the clubs, we're streaking. I don't see anybody streaking. No, grab your green hat, let's go. So, yeah, so there's lots of them. There's been basically 3. So, it's kind of weird that the first one was in 63 and then, like, nobody did anything in 83 and then 93, 95. So, I don't know if it had to do with this Farakon guy or not, but, you know, there was other people there. I'll read about it in a second. Let me tell you this right now, and this is the problem with this. Now, first I'll tell you who else was there, because, I mean, you know that Jesse, what's-his-face, is going to totally show up, wait a minute, at this crap this week. He's a big activist. He does the peace stuff, but he makes me nervous. Oh, he makes me nervous. What's his name? Jesse. Doggone it. So the Million Man March was to elimination of pronouns, gender, ideology, and mixed bathrooms in schools. That's 95. No. Yeah, it had to be the first one, you dingbat. That was the first one. 95, we had In Living Color on TV. We had Bill Cosby. I loved In Living Color. In Living Color, right? Or was that Mad TV? I'm thinking of. I loved it. Remember Jim Carrey was on that. There was a white chick on it too. Everybody on there was funny. When I hear about the bullying that Jamie Foxx did on that show, I'm not surprised. He seems like a bully. There's something off with that guy. Like something, I don't know what it is. Plus, you know, Maya Angelou was there. She did a poem. She did the Million Man March poem. So Maya Angelou was there. She's very, very lovely, peaceful woman. Always putting forth the peace. She's dropping the deeds with the peace. You know, it's like an eye for an eye leaves everybody blind type situation. So she's pretty cool. I like her. Rosa Parks showed up at the one in 95. Rosa Parks wasn't the first person that did that. There was somebody else who made a bigger stink than her. She just gets credit for it. It's kind of crazy that that's the case. It really is. It really, really is, because that's, like, not even true. And, like, you'll see it on some stuff. Like, some people will be like, Rosa Parks not even the person. Like, it's true. It's absolutely true. All right, so I'm going to tell you this right now. And this is what... Okay, I'm going to give you some deets. One of the men came up. And it's somebody I really liked too. Let's see, who was it? Doggone it, Amy. What? Doggone it. Oh, and I would like to also mention that there was a Million Woman March. Just so you know. There was a Million Woman March, just like the Million Man March. There was a Million Woman March 10 years after the Million Man March. And like I said, there was a 20-year anniversary, 8 years ago? 8, 9 years ago. Well, now it'd be 10 years ago soon, right? 95, 90. So it's 9 years ago. That's where you'll see Snoopaloop going to the march. Snoopaloop! Fearful black men will overcome. Oh, that's what they said. They were fearful that black men would overcome the national monument. All these guys were basically saying this, we just want to get along with each other and have a good time and hang out and kind of have brotherhood, and we could all have a bunch of strong black men around us and say, like, yeah, it's not like you're not the only one, there's lots of us. The Farakon guy gets up there, man, he said a lot of good stuff. He did say a lot of good stuff. But a real evil is in America. That was said a few times. Guess who's evil? White supremacy. White supremacy. Do you know how many hate groups there are? Why the white supremacy? Do you think they only hate black people? They hate everybody. Do you think they like me? No, I'm a mix. I'm like Irish, Italian, all that stuff. There's criteria for that. And, you know, if you're that flippin' educated and that intelligent, then know about that. You cannot blame an entire group of people when you got a million men in front of you and you're blaming white people, and then you expect those million men to leave and it all be cool mo-lee, like it's all good now, man. That's cool, man. That's cool. One of the guys that, doggone it, where's his name? Because I really like him too. What is it? I can't remember. I know I wrote it down. He gets up there and he tells a speech. And he starts dropping deets. And I'm going to tell you what he said. He's like, in America today, this is 1995, in America today, people released from jail, parole, 30% are black men, 5% are black women, 7% are white men, and 1% is white women. Homicide. Out of 100,000 people, 72% of homicides are black men. 14% black women, 9% white men, 3% white women. Well, we know that's changed. Yes, we do. Unemployment, 12% black men, 11% black women, 5% white men, 5% white women. Out of all the nationalities and colors and creeds, why are you picking out deets from just white people? White people could be from different lands. It's not even like white people in America. It doesn't make sense. It's an ignorant response to pain. It doesn't make sense. It's inciting people to be angry about nothing. These numbers, 72% out of 100,000 black men, homicide, that is insane. That's awful. Take care of that. Put your focus on that. Don't compare it with white men killing themselves? Why aren't you comparing it to Latinos? Why aren't you comparing it to this and that? Why are you only comparing it to white people? And that's the problem. You can't alienate an entire society and make your point and have it heard. You can't. You just can't. I'm having a hard time myself, but I'm not a leader. If I was a leader in charge of a nation, you have to have empathy. You have to be intelligent. If you're going to have 1 million men there and compare them to only white people, that's not intelligent. There's so much more. Why not really talk about why 72% of black men in America out of 100,000 were killing themselves? That's important. You know? I want to show you something. And if this doesn't tell you why that's a bad idea, out of all the good stuff they accomplished at this particular rally with the men and the fellowship and the closeness and getting to know other strong black men who are not criminals, who are good people, and the brotherhood, and more black men being able to mentor other intelligent black men who don't need to do drugs and don't need to kill anybody and don't cheat on their wives and don't leave their children. These are all intelligent black men that did this decision and did these things. And they did make a difference because the world's different today. And I thank you for that. Whoever was a part of that, that was a beautiful thing. The evil in America is the whites. That's what I hear out of that whole entire thing. Knowing all I know. You know why that's what I hear? Because that's what I hear. When I go out to a restaurant, when I go to my family, when I go to school, do you think that all the kids listening to hip-hop and all kinds of watching Do the Right Thing and watching Cosby and grew up on Sanford and Son and grew up on all these black shows who, by the way, always made white people look like idiots. When we hear that, do you know what happens? They take all that good stuff, all that incredible, awesome stuff that a lot of educated black men did and accomplished. I'll show you something. What's this? It's a 1 Million Man March. What's this? It's the unemployment line. And that's what happens when you alienate people. Jokes like this. And nobody cares what anybody had to say. And if you think that anybody's going to give one crap about what one single person does at that stupid protest this week, how many fires, deaths, rapes, assaults, thefts, what if we get some good old-fashioned, well, how about we, let's go break windows in, and let's go damage some stuff, and let's go loot some stuff. Do you remember that from the early 90s? Because I do. How'd that work out? We cannot do this. It's going nowhere. How can all those people screaming think that anybody's going to care or listen to any of them? And what do they think's going to make the difference? That joke. That's what's going to happen. That joke right there, that disgusting, ignorant joke that I have seen in bars for 20 years is what's going to happen. But not only that, but there will be trauma. There will be trauma not from the people, only from the protests, but from the policemen that have to go and stop these lunatics from doing this stupid stuff. They have to go home to their families at night, man. They've got children. Don't you care? Do you think it's really us and them? What happens when somebody starts to break into your house? Who do you call? Why the heck are you doing that? How many people? I want to have pepper all over my house. God knows I'm going to get struck down for that one. But my point is, it's disgusting. Nobody's going to listen. Nobody's going to listen. And it's going to ruin whatever thought you thought was important. It's not important at all. It doesn't even flipping matter how many people. I think it was like 40,000. You know, I get mad, damn it. I am mad. I don't like this. I think it's the dumbest thing in the world. Pray for those police this week. Not the protesters. You better pray for those police. What if we have another crap thing happen that Trump did last time? Just go raid places and break down statues and trample people, kill security guards, run them over? A person can be logical. A person can be smart. But people are idiots. Pray for those police, please. And please make good choices with these things because they last an eternity. And if you think that policeman that goes home at night is going to feel okay or not drink too much and not go crazy, whether it's a man or a woman, because of the crap that they have to deal with from this, from the crap they have to deal with the watch, from the crap they have to deal with going to see a child's head stapled to the wall. God bless America.